was covered by taxpayer dollars.
That's my whole point. You disagreed to it. You disagreed to my whole point. I don't think that's correct.
So you think it's wrong that I should have been able to have a life-saving procedure when I don't have the money to pay for it myself?
Don't make me pay for it. That's the whole point.
So I should have gone on living in misery because I happen to not have as much money as you?
That's a wide misrepresentation of what I'm saying.
That's the policy implication of what you're saying.
Yeah, that is exactly what would happen if you...
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel at Prison Makeover. Today I'm going to be checking out trans student demands Charlie Kirk pays for their gender surgery. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So the entire English language doesn't mean anything because it's just words?
It really does. You're building a construct that does not exist around this.
That's how language works. And I know, I'm a writer.
Okay, again, you're mislabeling exactly why we're here and what we're doing. If I was who you think I am, I would not be talking to you this way. I would not be having this civil discourse or this dialogue or this discussion. If I was who you think I am, I would not allow anyone who disagrees with me to say whatever they want at any time here. See, again, when you stop talking, that's when violence starts. And you've seen it in this city the last couple of weeks. Because there's hatred on both sides of people that really want to get worked up.
What's the outcome you're trying to get? What's the impact you're trying to achieve?
Hopefully people will learn something and that you'll realize that you can have reasonable disagreement without having to call people names or think that they're...
What's the policy implications of extending...
Okay, how about this? How about not having taxpayers fund 15-year-old sexual reassignment surgery without parental consent in the state of Oregon? That would be nice.
That's like that happened.
It does. It's a state law in Oregon. It's a state law.
Gender reassignment surgery.
For 15-year-olds without parental consent is a state law in the state of Oregon.
Do they can have surgery?
Yes, funded by the taxpayers. That's a problem.
Yeah, speaking as someone who has been through the process of sexual reassignment surgery in the state of Oregon as an adult, that doesn't happen.
Okay, again, you can have your own opinions, you can't have your own facts. It's a state law that the government will fund your sexual reassignment surgery.
Yeah, but will the doctors do it? Will your insurance cover it?
Okay, when the government covers it, they cover the cost of the procedure.
Yes, I know. Mine was covered by taxpayer dollars.
That's my whole point.
So what are you arguing about?
You disagree with my whole point. I don't think that's correct.
So you think it's wrong that I should have been able to have a life-saving procedure when I don't have the money to pay for it myself?
Don't make me pay for it. That's the whole point.
So I should have gone on living in misery because I happen to not have as much money as you?
That's a wide misrepresentation of what I'm saying.
That's the policy implication of what you're saying.
Yeah, that is exactly what would happen if you got your way.
Okay, so life-saving is a quite subjective way to observe it.
No, it's life-saving.
It's life-saving.
It is. Speaking as someone who has been through that process, it is life-saving. You don't have the life experience I have surrounding this. You don't get to say that it's not life-saving.
Okay, would other procedures be life-saving, such as LASIK eye surgery? Should that be funded by taxpayers?
If people need it to function in their...
Go to like the hundreds of kids you have?
I'm sorry? You think we're government funded?
No, I think that should my taxpayer dollars go to like having tons of children.
No, we should totally reconstruct our welfare policies so that you're not incentivized to have more kids out of wedlock. So,
I think we should have universal health care. I think everyone should be able to get the health care that they need. And I say need, because we do need health care. People die without health care. That is an objective
how would you define abortion health care?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's exactly right. That's the problem. It's where do you start and stop defining healthcare?
Healthcare.
I don't consider gender reassignment surgery to be healthcare.
Oh.
And I have respect for the way you feel. Don't make me pay for it.
That's strong. I don't know why she was arguing with him, because she said exactly what he said. He was like, they make taxpayer pay for all this surgery, which isn't fair. Like, why am I paying for a surgery that is not even mine? And people die every day because they can't afford simple surgery. Then why are you giving it to someone that is not having a life-threatening situation? And she's like, it's life-threatening. And I don't want to argue about the fact that it's not, because it's actually not. But basically, I just want to let it be, because whatever you think is your problem, well, that's your problem. And also, sometimes our brain makes things look far more worse than it actually is. Because when you think of something, you assume this is bad. You keep on seeing reasons or keep on seeing things that make that thing bad, because you already wired your brain to think that way. So if you think that you can't go forward, you can't do anything without being a woman or being a man, you definitely can't. But that's your belief, though. Let me know what you think.